Hello, Green Math folks. So today we are comparing decimals, fractions, mixed numbers, improper fractions. It's kind of everything that we've done the last 2 or 3 weeks is kind of getting combined together so that we can see which number is bigger. And I know that you've heard me say this a lot, but I think it's a good example. If I asked you what weighs more, 2 elephants or 4 giraffes, what would you say? You would say, oh, no. But if I told you what weighs more, 2 elephants or 3 elephants, what would you say? Yeah, 3 elephants, right? Because the things are the same, it's really easy to tell which one is bigger. Right, so it would be like if I said, let's pick one, which number is bigger? 6 1/10 or 6.1? Well, that's elephants and that's giraffes, right? They look different. That's fractions, that's decimals. So let's make them both into fractions or both into decimals, and then we can really see which one's bigger. Usually, there's one that's just easier, right? When we're talking about fractions, I would always say that it's easier to make your numbers bigger by multiplying than it is to make it smaller by dividing. But that's not the case for this. You just decide whatever you like doing. If you like changing decimals into fractions more, do that. If you like changing decimals into fractions or fractions into decimal, either way, okay? Whichever one works better for you. And we've had lots of practice doing both, so I wouldn't guess that either one's going to be an issue. But I'm going to change my fraction into a decimal. So 6 1/10. I know I'm going to start with 6 1/10. So I know that I need a 1 in my tenths place. So it'll look like that. And I also remember the trick that we've got 1 0 in the bottom. So we need one number after our decimal point. So now we have 6.1 and 6.1. Which one's bigger? They're the same. They are equal. All right. So that's that. Okay, but that isn't the only thing that it's going to be asking for. Okay, we've gotten really good at going from fractions to decimals. But let's look at ones like number 3. Number 3 gives us 5/4 and 1 1/4. We have to decide which one's bigger. So again, they look different. This one is an improper fraction, and this one is a mixed number. So we'll need to change it. And I'm going to change my mixed number into an improper fraction. So if I have 1, that's the same as 4/4. So I'm going to do 4/4 plus 1/4. So 4/4 plus 1/4 is equal to 5/4 or 5/4. Now I have 5/4 and 5/4. And that is equal to each other. Okay. Let's look now at number 4, because number 4 looks tricky, but we can kind of do a little trick to make it easier for ourselves. So we've got 7 7/8 versus 7.7. Where did it go? Oh, it's over there. 7 7/8 versus 7.7. So we've got an 8 on the bottom. So can we change that one to a decimal? No, we can't. But we can change that into a fraction pretty easily, right? So let's do that. We've got 7 7/10. Because there is one number after the decimal point. So I need 1 0 in my bottom. Or to think of it another way, the 7 is in the tenths place. So we would say 7/10. So now I have 7 7/10. or versus 7 7/8. And now we should be able to tell that 7 7/8 is bigger. And we can always just draw a picture of those fractions, or even just look up a picture online to help us figure out. Normally when we would do this in class, we would have the little fraction magnets to help us out. But since we don't, you can either draw a picture or you can look one up online, and I will try to send home some sort of fraction comparing chart to help you out. But there's lots of good ones online, and I'll post one on Google Classrooms and on the class website to help you out. Whoops, I made my alligator mark go the wrong way. Okay. And are there any other really hard ones that I see? Not really. I think that you should be able to get through it. I recognize that this is kind of a tricky one because it combines everything that we've done so far. So we'll practice one more together, and then I'll let you go. So we've got number 6, 13.2, and 13 2/5. Right there. Okay, 13.2 and 13 2/5. So let's change 13.2 into a decimal. Or excuse me, into a fraction. It's already a decimal. So we've got 13 2/5 on one side and 13 2/10. So I'm going to put my 2 up top and my 10 on the bottom. Right, because there's one number after my decimal point, so 1 0. Or my 2 is in the 10ths place, so it's 2/10. And now, this one is nice and easy since our top number is the same. Oh, and all of a sudden the sun came out. I don't know if you can see that. Since our top numbers are the same, our numerators, they're both 2's, it can be really easy then to picture which one is bigger. So think of a pizza, and if we cut that pizza into 5 slices, and then we had another pizza that we cut into 10 slices, which pizza would have the bigger slices? The one with 5 or the one with 10? Yeah, the one with 5, right? They'd be twice as big as the one with 10. So if I have 2 slices of each, I would have more of the one with 5 slices. So 13 2/5 is bigger. All right, good luck with this. I know that it's a tricky one, but I will call most of you to help you work through it if you run into any problems, all right? Have a great day, everyone. Oh, and I forgot to tell you the reward for today. So on most days, I get math back from about 6 people, okay? So if I get math back from 6 people today, then I will let Miss M pick out a funny outfit for me to wear, okay? She might pick a dress or a skirt or, I don't know, something silly. If I get math back from 7 people, if today is a super great day, then I will also let Miss M do my makeup. Okay, put lipstick on and eyeshadow and anything else. All right, so I hope to get math back from you so that next week when I'm doing a math video, I will be wearing silly clothes. All right, have a great day, everyone. Bye.